Sorry. No, go ahead, Gary. Finish. I'll
No, what were you laughing at?
Well, Richard, when he talks about these haunted houses, we did a show in Chicago, and as soon as we got there, he started getting these newspapers like the Village Voice and whatnot, looking for haunted houses.
Well, because I was bummed because it was Halloween weekend and we were in Chicago, and I knew we were going to do like shows at night, and I wouldn't be able to go to haunted houses.
But because it was so far away, whatever, from Halloween, the only haunted house there was this kid made this makeshift haunted house in his garage.
It was Halloween weekend, but it was the only one open during the day.
That's whatever it was. But it was a kid. It was like going to a garage sale. Instead of a garage sale, he made the shitty makeshift haunted house in his garage, and he put up like garbage bags, and there was cardboard boxes, and he had a shitty skeleton over this old beat to shit Casio organ. But we had to go there. We went there with Richard, and we get in there, and as soon as we get in, it was so boring. I said, Richard, why don't you drop your... I said, why don't you drop your pants and smack your cock on the skeleton on the organ?
Well,
so, sure
Sal was going to take a picture.
Yeah, and I was going to take a picture. Richard just, without missing a beat, we're at somebody's house. He just drops his pants to his ankles. He starts smacking his dick around. He starts posing like a wrestler, like with his fist to his sides. He's got his legs spread. And then the father came in, and a buddy of his goes, the father's coming. And all of a sudden, you just see Richard pulling up his pants. He's fixing his buckle. He's shaking his ass. And he comes around the corner, and Richard's zipping up his pants, doing his buckle. And I'm holding the camera there, and he just looks at us like...
like we're in this guy's garage.
So we didn't say a word, and we walked out, and the grandpa stopped coming up the driveway. He goes, you guys like the haunted house? Like the grandpa had no idea. And he goes, were you scared? And that was it. We thought we were going to get killed, but it was funny as hell.
Does it surprise you where this idea came from, Gary?
No, not at all. First of all, these two are a classic example of why you shouldn't open your home up to strangers.
Yeah, it was some haunted garage I found on the internet, and it was.
And you were so not scared you took your dick out.
Yeah, I had to do something scary, you know.
All right, so let's say one day Howard's obviously going to retire, and you decide to open this haunted bed and breakfast. What would make yours different than the others? I mean, you've been to the Lizzie Borden house. I'm sure there are others you've been to. What would be?
Well, I don't want to give away my secrets.
A unique trade
would you have to find a place where someone was killed?
That helps. That definitely helps.
I mean, I was trying. My cousin has one somewhere in upstate New York, and he sent me a whole website about it. What do they call that stuff that you can get if you could leave your tape recorder on at night?
EVP.
Yes. EVP. Now, what does that stand for again?
Electric voice process, something.
Yeah, supposedly, if you leave your tape recorder on at night, you can hear the ghosts and the spirits and stuff. Like, I'm going to fucking leave it on for 12 hours and then go back and listen to it.
I did that. I left it on for like 3 hours at the Lizzie Borden house.
Yeah.
And went back and didn't hear a goddamn thing. Heard me snoring. That was about it. But, you know, I do have an idea, and, you know, this is copyright trademark Richard Christie, 2009. I want to have a haunted bed and breakfast where we scare the shit out of the people in the middle of the night. We go and wake them up. Like, you know,
stand there with an axe.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Like, you go in staying in this bed and breakfast knowing that you're going to get woken up. You know, you don't know if it's going to be
it's even better if you don't know.
A screaming, well, we'll have to tell them or else they might sue us or something, but you know, you could have a screaming ghost wake you up at 3 a.m. or somebody with an axe or a rabid dog will run in your room at like 4:30 in the morning. But I think it'd be fun to stay at a place knowing you're going to get the shit scared out of you sometime in the night.
If you were staying at a place like that, would you want to know beforehand, or would you rather just be surprised?
Well, I would. Yeah, I would kind of want to know that they're going to scare me, but it'd be a surprise because you don't know.
Someone steals your credit cards in the middle of the night.
Well, not that scary, you know, more safe, scary stuff.
Chris in Florida, you've been